Welcome to Pie Mysteries Investigation of Pere, Cheney Cemetery up here in Roscommon, Michigan. The abandoned town, abandoned due to diphtheria infections that caused the town to basically lose enough population for it to close. It was a lumber mill. That was the main occupation of the town. The legend has it that a witch came from here. That's been unverified though, but the legend is that she was pregnant by somebody in the town, most likely somebody higher up, that they ran her out of town, gave birth to the child outside of wedlock, into the woods essentially, and she ended up the child ended up dying in the woods. She came back and cursed the town for revenge. They hung her from the tree in the center of this. After which, the town did suffer 3 massive diphtheria infections that wiped out basically the population. There are some other tragedies here, such as somebody that got ran over by a train. Their partner ended up committing suicide by that train. But we'll go through our investigation here and see what we can find.
So we went out to Pere Cheney Cemetery, which is, if you don't know, it was a town um, back in the late 1800s,
Mid
mid
1800s, so
1800s,
I think just before the Civil War era.
and it was a logging town. And the myth about that one is there was a girl that got pregnant in the town. She was unwed. They kicked her out of the town. She had nowhere to go, so she gave birth to a child in the woods. The child ended up dying. So she came back and she cursed the whole town, and they ended up taking her to the cemetery and hanging her from the tree. Just shortly after that, a plague hit the town. A lot of the people died, and then it hit again. And then after it hit the second time, everybody pretty much moved away, and the town went to ruin.
Yep, I think it was 3 waves of diphtheria. The second wave hit during the Civil War era, if I remember correctly.
And so it had a cemetery, and the cemetery, some of the areas are still well plotted, but people were dying so quick that they were only able to put like clay markers filled with concrete with numbers in them. And when we got there, we did the investigation during the daytime, and I believe we got a picture that we can show you of where a guy almost stepped on a rattlesnake. That was great.
Yeah.
Leave it the guy.
First saga I've ever seen.
Yes.
First rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake in Michigan.
Yep.
Yep. So, yes, they do exist. They're rare, but they do exist. And we also went into the woods where I felt the tree was, and where Adam believes the tree was, because of the location of how the cemetery was laid out in the front.
Yeah, a lot of people when they first go there, they assume that big tree that they see there now is the center of the cemetery, which isn't the case. The cemetery goes further back into the woods than what most people would expect, just based on how overgrown it is after almost 100 years.
Yes.
Or over 100 years.
And when we went back there, we seen my mom seen what was cloth or something hanging up in a tree, and we went back and we investigated it, and there was like a ring, and almost like somebody was doing like a ritual or something there. So we kind of got out of the woods after that. But what was sad about it was a lot of those grave markers were thrown into the woods, like kids had picked them up and threw them into the woods. And if you go investigate this one, go at daytime, because there is said to be a woman that will come out with a shotgun, and she's not very happy about people being in the cemetery at night, and rightfully so, probably because she's dealt with a lot of those kids that, unfortunately,
The face in the graves.
So I encourage you to go at night, be respectful.
Look out for that rattlesnake.
Look out for the rattlesnake, because it is out there. And but other than that, we've seen. You want to tell them what we've seen on the back of the stone?
So there was a certain grave marker that was an actual like stone face. On the back of it, this giant hand print, and it's not like it's just an animal print. No, it's 5 fingers, a thumb, palm, giant handprint. There's really not much else it could have been. And then that entire area, the grass was entirely dead. But the surrounding forest was just perfectly green. So it's like a little unnerving there.
We did capture one really good EVP, and then we heard something on the wind that we didn't capture on camera. But the EVP was when Lena was handing out flowers onto the graves, and she got to this one man's grave, and the EVP says, "Don't waste them."
And what did we hear in the wind again? I thought
It was Lena asking, "Are you buried underneath this tree?" And we heard under the wind, "No." But yeah, if you go investigate that one I imagine will be as strong as Soup Cemetery was in Belleville, given the right conditions. But
you probably go at, I would say, at dusk or dawn. Low light, probably the best time. Don't go at night though. Like I said, there is a lady that will come out, and we did find shotgun shells scattered
So that
around
is true.
the
Yeah.
cemetery. So
and it's more just the locals protecting the historic site, essentially.
I'm leaving that for you because I'm sure there's a family buried here, but your stones have since long gone. If you'd like to speak to me, you can. You can talk to me through this box. It won't hurt. If there's any messages you'd like to give somebody, could you tell me your name? And who's buried here? Is there any family member that's buried here who'd like to speak to us? I see it was a family plot, but I don't see any names. Okay, well, I'm going to leave your gift right there, and I'll come back and see if you feel like talking in a little while. How's that? Sorry you don't have no headstones. What? Okay. Gravestones? Okay. Somebody's buried, I believe, right there, and I don't want to step on it. Here, this is for you. You don't have a name, but I'd like to leave that for you. Could you tell me your name? All you have is a stone marking a number. Be nice if we knew your name and we could honor you. Does anybody want to speak to me? And your friend or maybe your loved one is buried over here next to you. Is number 32, maybe 36?
There's 32.
Okay. This is for you. If any of you'd like to speak to us while we're here, we'd sure appreciate it. I'd like to at least give you a name. Some kind of a remembrance from when you was living. Does anybody here want to talk to us? Okay. Well, you can follow us around the gravesite if you like and talk to us anytime you wish. I'll go over and see the baby. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Richardson. I'll put these wildflowers down for you. And I come to say hello. If you would like to speak to us, it's fine. Did you die from the illnesses that was going on back during your time? I see you lost a little one also. I'm going to fix his toys before I leave since they're scattered all around. But if you like to talk to us, you could talk to us anytime and tell us your story. Or if there's somebody you would like us to pass on a message for. My name is Lena, and we're not here to harm you, just to be friends. Okay, I'm going to go over and get the baby something and pick his toys up. Hello, Pere. I'm just going to straighten your toys up, and I'm going to leave you some pennies because I think you need some pennies. There you go. And get your little army man. Things you would have loved to play with had you made it a lot longer. You even got a little saw. Look at that. And a teddy bear. All kinds of little balls. A little skateboard. Here's your car. You got some more cars. A little glow stick. Oh, more army men. Look at that. You got all these nice little toys that people has left you. There's a really tiny car. Okay. How's that? We got it all picked up for you. So your toys are there to play with. I know your mommy and daddy are with you now. So that's good. Oops, we missed a car. Would you like to talk to us? You can if you want to. Here, got a little army car. That's pretty cool. There you go. If you feel like following us around, you can. You can't go home with us, but you can follow us around and talk to us if you like. Okay, we're going to move around. You want to set a little ball there? That little ball there lights if you touch it. You can make it light. So we'll leave it there for you to play with for a while. How's that sound? Okay. Okay. Where's that one you wanted me to go to? Skinley or I think it's Skinley. Hello, John. I'll leave you a little gift. There. Oops. And you can talk to us anytime you like. Did you guys put that there? Anybody? Did you put it there? Isn't this the same thing that they use? Huh? Somebody left one behind. Can it be? Huh? Okay. All right. There's two of them. Or did you just put that there? Okay. We're finding these. I don't think this one works either, though. You want to check it? That's another one.
Did you put it on there?
No, there's another one down here too.
That one's busted too.
Okay, I'll just leave it. There's one by the baby's grave. Huh? Do what? What tree?
That one right there. How big in the back corner?
Right there?
Yeah, there's a rattlesnake over there.
Heck no, I ain't going over there.
I got pictures of it.
I'm not going. No. I have no snakes. That's fine. I don't want no snakes.
Is there anybody here?
Any of the nickels?
Anyone that wants to talk?
It will until it's touched again.
If you can hear me, touch the ball. Can you hear me? Is there anyone here that wants to talk? Anyone around me? Tell me where you are. What kind of sickness was it that everyone passed away from here? There's a lot of you here.
Is this the tree he was hung by? That I'm standing in front of right now? It doesn't really have no big branches. I'm trying to see where some might have been cut down.
Okay, so you see those big ones at the top? Back 100 years ago, they would have been further down here.
Okay. Did you just light that ball? Or just from him putting it down? Okay. You can light that ball at the base of the tree. It won't hurt you. Just to let us know you're here. Are you buried at the base of this tree? Would you like to speak to us so we know the truth? Hear your side of the story. Or you can light that ball up that we put at the base of the tree. Can you let us know if you're here? I'm sorry that they hung you. It must have been horrible losing your baby and not having nowhere to go for shelter with her or him. Okay. There's somebody over there. Hello? There's somebody over there. See? Right over here. Do you see the turquoise, the cloth? Almost like there's an arm hanging out of that cloth. I can't see that good.
What claw? Yeah, I see a claw.
Yeah, and then you look down, it kind of looks like there's, I don't know. I can't walk that far. It's just strange to see that in the woods. Can you see it? What is it?
Those grave markers. We made a little fire pit. Blankets around it. And it looks like there's some kind of
Ritual?
or some stupid shit. But when I walked over there and started taking pictures, my lunch
Okay. Okay. I thought it was somebody looking at me. It looked like it. It looked like there's an arm hanging out, like out of a sleeve. Oh, okay. I guess that's it. We're gonna close this ghost box for now, and maybe next time we come out, we'll talk to you. Thank you for being with us, even if you didn't speak. Bye for now.
All right, so we went out there. We did some EVPs. Or not EVPs. We did some spirit box at some of the grave sites. We also checked into the woods and checked where the true tree we feel is for the supposed witch's grave. We've seen a whole lot of people desecrating out here and throwing things in the woods, markers for cemeteries and stuff, and it's kind of depressing to see. But we did hear what we thought was a no. It didn't seem like it came through the spirit box. It kind of came like with the wind. When I went into the woods and found the place that they were making a fire pit out of the marker stones, my lungs got heavy and I needed to get out coughing. But we did get a couple maybe hits with the REM pod. But we need to go back and we're going to have to check the audio, check the video, see if we caught something that we didn't catch. And then we'll deliberate on that. So, again, this is the Pere Cheney Cemetery here in Beaver Creek Township. And that's it.